Right. Okay. Right. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are across the globe. Welcome to On the Sofa with yours truly, Esther Austin. Well, today with me, I have Andrew Casanova. I wanted to interview this guy for such a long time, and he's all the way in Jamaica. Welcome, Andrew.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Hi everyone. Hi Esther. It's such a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right, Andrew, I've got to ask you this before we go into the interview, as I ask all my guests. Who is Andrew
Okay.
in a coconut shell, because you're in Jamaica, in a coconut shell, in a crab, or in a peanut shell? Who is Andrew Casanova?
Andrew Casanova is a very humble individual who is in love with music. I'm very
Mm,
passionate about music. I love people, and my sole aim and goal is to inspire people's lives in a positive way through my music. So whenever I perform, the most important thing for me is to see that audience leaving that venue feeling
mm,
just joyful, happy. Just, I like to see when people feel the performance and they're just happy. I just want to touch people's lives through positive music. So I'm a really humble guy. I'm not a hype guy. I'm very shy sometimes, but when I'm on stage, I'm a beast. But when I'm off stage, I'm just a normal guy. So that's that's basically me, man. Simple,
mm.
humble Caribbean guy. Yeah, and I care a lot
Excellent.
about people. Yeah.
Excellent. And I guess that you're a singer, you're a songwriter, you're a performer, you're a producer, you're a recording artist. So I guess everything that is Andrew is in that coconut shell, and it just simply is that
Yeah.
love and passion of music, which is fabulous. Um, and
Oh yes.
and I guess this then leads on to, because you're so passionate about music, and so you can hear the ambulance passing by, because you're so passionate
That's all
about
right.
because you're so passionate about music, Andrew, you also have been performing with another legendary band as well. So you're a solo artist in your own right, but also you perform with Jamaica's Fabulous Five. So tell us a little bit
Yes.
more about the Fabulous Five and your role with them.
Yeah. The Fabulous Five are they have played a very important role in my development as well as my personal life. We are more like a family. Um, they are celebrating this year will be 51 years of existence. So that should tell you how sustainable and relevant they have remained over 5 decades. So
Wow.
big up to Five, Frankie Campbell, Grub Cooper, Sydney, Donovan, Andre, all the Manderson, all the members of the band. These guys help to make me a better professional in terms of being punctual for events. Um,
Mm,
your how you attire yourself for certain functions, how you choose different songs for different audiences, because you may end up with a mature audience on a given night. It's just people
mm,
over, let's say, people over 35 up. And you have to select songs that will appeal to that fan base on that night. On another
yeah.
night, you may end up with a mixed audience where you have teenagers, middle-aged people, and more senior people. So that way you
Yes.
have to tweak your show to appeal to everyone there. So they have taught me a lot in that regard, and I give a lot of respect to these guys. They are fantastic. They have produced like tons of hits, Caribbean
Mm,
hits, over the years, world hits as a matter of fact. The drummer and my fellow lead singer, Mr. Greg Cooper, he's the main creative force behind a lot of the music they put out. So big up Grub and big up Frankie, the manager. Yeah,
yeah.
so
Excellent.
yeah, so my role with Fab Five is I sing lead vocals and I also provide background vocals, but I bring a lot of energy to the stage.
I
So I
can
just
imagine.
compliment the greatness that these guys have already displayed. So I'm just a team player, and it's great. It's great. It's been great working with these guys.
And
Awesome.
how long have you been with them, Andrew?
Okay, let me put it this way. I started out singing in another band, which is also managed by Fab Five, by Frankie Campbell. It's called the Unique Vision Band, and this is a
Okay.
band with visually impaired members. Some members are visually impaired, but these guys are out of this world. They can play anything. So that's where I started. But they are managed by Stage Records, which is the management end of Fab Five. So that's
Okay.
I started with them, um, and spent, I'd say, over a decade with them. That's where I started to get more seasoned into performing and all of that. And then after that, I joined Fab Five 8 years ago.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, man.
Brilliant. And because as I'm talking to you, there's a track that I need to pull up your remake or your retake of Earth, Wind, and Fires. What was the track again?
Woohoo! After
I
the lover's gone.
absolutely because I'm like, I didn't pull that up, so I'm trying to discreetly do that as I'm talking to you because to play that to everyone to today because I personally feel it's a fabulous remake of such an incredible song by an
Thank you.
incredible band. Yes, because I've had it on
Th-
rewind or just finger rewind every time, and I've sent it out to a lot of people, and everyone loves it.
Wow.
So
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Esther. Mwah.
and as you're talking, you talk about how the Fab Five have sort of inspired you, influenced you, molded you, helped you to
Mhm.
grow. But when I interviewed
Yes.
them, they are real old school. They are real old school. They know their stuff. They, like you said, about timing. They know their
Yep.
history. They are just deep with the stuff, and so it
They
was a real
are.
privilege. And when I was talking to them, it's almost like you had to hold yourself. I wouldn't say in esteem to them, but there was a respect that they garnered from you. That's the energy that they carried. You had to show up. That's what I felt anyway.
That's true. That's true. I feel the same way because um as when I was younger,
Mm,
I used to watch them on TV and say, hey, wow, these guys are so good. I hope I can do that one day. Not knowing that 10, 15 years down the line I'd be working with the very same guys I looked up at awe to, you know what I'm
excellent,
saying?
excellent,
Yeah.
excellent,
And they're
excellent.
great. And I must say one thing I love about Fab Five is that despite their fantastic achievements and awards and record breaking things they've done, they remain very humble and very nice people. Individuals, they're
Mm,
very nice human beings. So not many times you see that combination where someone is great but they're on a human level they are approachable and fun to be around. Some people are quite the opposite. So
yes.
so I have to big them up for that. Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant. And I like it when you said they're fun to be around as well, because that's also so important.
It's
And
it's all
and
jokes. If you spend a day with them, you'll be
I like
laughing from start to finish. It's all jokes and pranks.
excellent, excellent. And I watched you guys perform during the lockdown, and there is I mean, obviously there is a vibe, but you can see that they are just so entrenched in their music and they're having fun, and you're all looking at each other
Yeah.
and connecting with each other, and it was just a really fantastic performance. And you're all
Thank
so
you.
well loved. You're all so well loved. So coming back
Yes.
to you now, Andrew. Coming back to Andrew Casanova. Um,
Yes.
You've recently brought out a track for Mother's Day because that side of the world they'll be celebrating Mother's Day this Sunday. Tell us a little bit about
Yes.
the track, Andrew.
Well, I've always wanted to write a song for my mom. and I don't know, it just came about last year. This song should have been released May last year, but
Okay.
because of the pandemic and all that has happened since March of last year, it we had to put it on hold. But it's
Mm.
so funny. I'm a God-fearing person. I believe that everything that happens in life, God God is in the midst. So I was very disappointed that I did not get to release the song last year. And I was like, oh man, I have to wait another year. But you know what? This year, the engineer who mixed it, this guy, he calls himself Galaxy. It's a young engineer. He put some stuff in that song that were not in it last year. He put some sweetness, some nicer drums, some that he played the bass, replayed the bass guitar, and when he got around that mixing console and worked his magic, oh my gosh, he lifted that song to another level. So I have to big him up. His name is Javon Green, but he doesn't like when I say his name out like that. But
He's
he-
got
he's
to pay for
awesome. He's awesome. And I
Okay.
got to big up Richie Stevens as well, who is a legendary singer in our music. Um, I called him up and I said, Richie, I got this song that I have to put out. It's a tribute to my mom, and how much will your studio cost? I need to use your studio. And he was like, nah, just come and work. Don't worry about the studio time. Galaxy is here. Let's just work at this thing. So, Richie, thanks for making this happen wherever you are in the world, Bridget. If you watch this, big up yourself. Yeah,
Bless.
so back to the proper response now. So I've always wanted to write this song for my mom, and I have to big up Almighty God. Almighty God just put the right people in the right place at the right time. So glory be to the Almighty. So my mom, she was a single. She's still here. Single parent. My dad was not around. It was tough, and she was a nurse. Nurses, they work right around the clock sometimes, and raising a young male child, a boy child, as a female with a
Mm.
job like that where you are always working, and when you are home, you are so tired, you just want to sleep. It was tough, So, what I put into the song basically are my memories of my childhood with my mom. And I just want to salute her for all the hard work, the dedication, the sleepless nights, the the just relentless support she gave to me. She did the best she could as a single mom, a hardworking nurse, working double shifts. That's why I said clocking overtime so we could benefit. She worked her ass off, if I'm allowed to say that on air.
Those are beliefs.
And she did a fantastic job. She taught me the values of life. Be polite, respect your elders, listen to your teachers, stuff like that. So I just put all of that into the song. So whatever you hear, that's a real reflection of my childhood. And it wasn't all sad. It was lots of happy days as well. We didn't,
Mm.
we didn't have much. We didn't have much, but we were grateful for what we had, and we were just happy about life. So I
Excellent.
love my mom very much, and I just thought this would be like the best tribute I could give to her, the best gift. This is a
Mm.
gift that will probably outlast me, you know. So yeah, that's the whole story behind that. And
But
I
what we're
must
going to
say also, if I may, I must
do,
say also, I have to big up Sydney Thorpe from Fab Five. He played the keyboards on this thing. Awesome. We conceptualized the song together.
mm,
Sydney Thorpe, Ray Hitchens for those lovely guitars, and of course Galaxy for the engineering and all the other digital sounds that help to enhance the project. So hats off to those guys. Fantastic human beings and musicians.
brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gents, we're going to hear this track, Hello Mama by Andrew Casanova.
We love you, mama. Yeah. How you doing today? I've been thinking about you.
Congratulations.
I wanna thank you for all the things you've done. And I want you to know I'm proud to be your son. Proud to be your son. We were never good for, but we never reach. You're at the hospital working
Go
on
on,
the night.
release yourself back.
Overtime, so come to me from notice. When I was glad you looked at the switch. You never knew me, but you listen. Happy, you made me the man that I am today. To say, hello, mama, how you doing? Hey. I've been thinking about you, got so much to say. I wanna thank you for all the things you've done, and I want you to know I'm proud to be your son. I'm proud to be your son. You taught me how to dance and pray and worship the Creator. People like that work you, work up with the neighbors. In the community, respect and hear the elders. Go to school, pay attention to my teachers. Choose my stable words without regret. And the ladies I'll never disrespect. Oh, mama, and I do my best to never let you down. Hello, how you doing today? I've been thinking about you, got so much to say. I wanna thank you for all the things you've done, and I want you to know, proud to be your son.
Wow, I'm going to just let that play in the background as we continue to talk. Love the words. Love the words. Can you repeat
Thank
the
you.
words again for us, and Andrew?
Sure.
Just if you.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna
So the chorus is, hello, mama. How you doing today? I've been thinking about you. Got so much to say. I want to thank you for all the things you've done. And I want you to know I'm proud to be your son. That's the chorus. So the words now, for those who don't understand patois, it says it
dictionary
says
here.
that's our local dialect in Jamaica, you know. I call it our second language because it's a language. It's a beautiful language, yeah. So we were never dirt poor, but we were never rich. But I said, we were never dirt poor, but we never rich. You're at the hospital working on the night shift, clocking overtime so we could benefit. The sacrifice you made was not unnoticed. When I was bad, you utilized the guava switch. Now, the guava switch is, I have a tree in my yard. It's a guava tree, it's a fruit. Now, when we were little, if you were being rude or giving trouble, you would listen to your parents. They just break a piece of that off,
Mm.
and when they hit you with it, it doesn't break because it's flexible.
Like, keep going at it. Oh.
You just oh yeah, you get two of those, and you know you're transformed. You know. So she was a disciplinarian. She did not beat me a lot, but when I was really out of line, you felt it. That's how we grew up. We grew up in a different time. You
Mm.
know, and that was not abusive. It was just laying down the law. You know, as a woman raising a man, that's
Mm.
hard. You know, so sometimes she had to take it to the ninja level. Yeah. So when I was bad, she utilized the guava switch. It didn't kill me, but I listened when she went for it. That's what I said. You made me the man that I am today, and so I have to say, hello, mama. How you doing today? I've been thinking about you. Got so much to say. I want to thank you for all the things you've done, and I want you to know I'm proud to be your son. Then the second verse says, you taught me how to fast and pray and worship the Creator. Be polite and courteous. Live good with the neighbors. In the community, respect and hail the elders. Go to school, pay attention to my teachers. Choose wisely my words without regret. And the ladies are never disrespect. Oh, mama, you deserve a crown. I do my best to never let you down. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Very powerful
So,
sentiment.
yeah, so all those things are things that she taught me, you know what I'm saying? And I live by that code up to this at this time in my life ever since. It just stuck with me.
Wow.
So big up
You
to my, oh, by the way, I've been bigging up my mom and I have not mentioned her name. Her name is Ethne Faye Cassanova. So big up mommy, mommy. Mwah! Love you.
I'm going to send you the link. You can send this to her so she can watch it.
Thank you. I definitely
I
will.
just think it would be so, so full of pride when she actually sees how you've portrayed yourself, how you've spoken about her, and not only that, but you've created a song for her. You know, she'll be the proudest mama in Jamaica.
She better be.
You
I
be
know she
careful
will.
what
I
you
know
say.
she
You
will.
switch, yeah. Be careful what you say.
No, I can
Oh,
run fast now. I can get away.
yeah, yeah. But you know,
Oh
as
boy.
mothers, we can catch up. We can always catch up. And you know,
Yeah.
what's really interesting as you were talking, those sentiments that you were brought up with. Do
Yeah.
you do anything with the community? Do you do anything to share those sentiments with the community and the young people around you?
Yes, I do. I actually we have a strong footballing culture in my community in Magill Palms, St. Catherine, Jamaica. So the
Okay.
football field is just across the road from my house. So because of football, I have met both guys of all ages, young, old, and in between. And usually the younger guys tend to gravitate to me because of how I relate to them. You know, I'm always encouraging them, even after the game. During the game, I say positive things to the young people because I believe they are the future. And if we don't nurture them properly, when we are old people, the world is gonna be a terrible place to live in. So we all of us, I think all of us have to do our part. When I was growing up, the village raised the child.
Yes.
So we
Yes.
grew up with a certain respect. When we saw seniors, we had to say good morning or be polite. You know, there are certain things that were unwritten rules, and
Yes.
that made the society, to me, in my time, more disciplined. Um, you know, there was a certain respect for teachers, for elders, for
Mhm.
anyone in general. So we need to recreate that in the world, and you know, teach young people to be responsible. You know, do positive things, stay away from crime, stay away from drugs, believe in yourself, chase your dreams. And if they need assistance with anything and I'm able to help, whether it's financially or otherwise, I'm always there, trying to encourage some young person because I have a son and we've this the same values that I was taught. I've taught that to him. You know, he's following the same path, and I'm very happy because he's growing up to be a quite an
And
impressive young man. So
he looks just like you. He looks just like you. Um, you know, you twins.
like a carbon copy, I know. Yes,
Right,
you know.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Excellent.
man, my wife and I, my wife is a very she's a fantastic mom as well, and she sees to it that he grew up disciplined. She's even more strict than I am.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
look a bit
man.
of a softie.
Can I say again?
You look a little bit of a softie.
Yeah, yeah, I can be mean, you know. That's just a smoke screen.
Take off your hat. Let me see everything.
Oh, I'm telling you. Yeah, man. Big up to Felicia Casanova. Big up, big up, big up.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Oh, my son, Andrew Lee Casanova. He's inside on his computer, has to study remotely. So yeah, he's a fantastic kid. Yeah.
And it's just a reflection of yourself and your wife and the larger, the wider community. And it brings me back to that
Yeah.
saying, not only does it take a village to raise a child, but also remember what Mahatma Gandhi says, become the change you want to see in the world. Because oftentimes we expect everybody else to become the change, and everybody else are waiting for somebody else to become the change. But when we individually become
No,
the change, then it's like a domino effect, isn't it?
exactly. Everybody has to play a part. We can't wait on the other person to do everything.
I'm just
So if more of us did that, the world would be a better place.
absolutely.
Less crime and more love.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I
Andrew,
think.
this has been a really, really great interview. And sorry, sometimes if I'm talking over you, there's a slight delay, there's a slight time
Delay, I
lag.
realized. That's fine.
But what I'm doing, I'm trying to find your Earth, Wind, and Fire track. So here we go. I think this might be it. So tell me a little bit about. Oh no, it's not. Tell me a little bit about that track as I try to, not make it obvious that I'm looking for it here. But tell us a little bit about why
Yeah.
you chose a particular track and what do Earth, Wind, and Fire mean
Well,
to you?
Earth, Wind, and Fire, they are like my favorite group of all time. My favorite band. These guys are just legendary. Philip Bailey, and I grew up listening to these guys. It's funny when my mom went to work. Remember, I told you there was no father there, so it was just me and her. So when she's at work, I'm alone at home, and my best friend was the radio. Because back then there was no internet or constant cable TV, none of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So the radio was my best friend, and I used to listen to all the groups of the 70s.
Mm.
So there was the Manhattans, the Charlottes, the Temptations, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yes.
So hang on a sec. Let me reconnect. Let me reconnect my
He's frozen. I can find his track now.
Hey, Esther.
Okay, you're back. You're back. Good.
That's,
That
I
gave me
lost
time.
the connection for a little while.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just trying to find your I can edit
Yes.
this out. I can. What's the name of the track again? The Earth, Wind, and Fire one.
It's After the Love Has Gone.
Okay.
Yeah, so I grew up listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire, and one day, I wanted to cover an Earth, Wind, and Fire song.
Mm.
I sing Reasons on stage every night with Fab Five, which is a very difficult song, but we kill it.
Yes.
Yes, so I didn't want to do that one, so I decided to take on After the Love Has Gone because it's also a challenge. It's very difficult.
Mm.
And we put a lot of work into it, and credit to the musicians and myself. I think it came out the way we wanted it to come out. So I'm glad that you love it.
Okay, so I managed to pull it up without trying to make it look so obvious. I can't find it. Right. So this is Andrew Casanova's take of After the Love Has Gone. Have a listen to this piece.
Yeah, man.
why. To love was all we could do. We were young and we knew when our eyes were alive. Deep inside we knew our love was true. For a while, we paid no mind to the past. Knew love would last every night. Something right would invite us to begin the day. We used to be happy with selling. Yesterday was all we for a while. To love each other before we never need love strong for so long. Never knew what was wrong. It wasn't right. We tried to find what we had. Till sadness was all we shared.
I love this. Love this. And the thing is also, there's a especially towards the end where you just take things up to another level. You can just see that you are just so in this track. So I'm going to just raise the volume again because I want people to hear where you take this. Ladies and
Okay, cool.
gentlemen, you're listening to On the Sofa with Esther, and I have Andrew Casanova on LN Soul Radio. So that is After the Love Has Gone by Andrew Casanova. I told you what I think is a bad tune. I just think it's a bad remake. I've sent it to all my friends, and I think I put it on Facebook as well. So yes, you really do have a stunning voice, and your vibration, your attitude, your everything
Thank you.
is really in place. And I don't say things
Thank you so
for
much.
saying it. It's not because I want a piece of guava from you now, right? So because if I say something, I mean what I say. So, Andrew, in winding down, because time has gone so quickly, and it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you all the way from Jamaica.
It's been
So,
awesome. I could talk
yeah,
to you all day, man.
thank you so much. And, in winding down, is there anything you'd like to share with the audience? Whatever that is, whether it's to do with Mother's Day, whether that's to do with life, what is it that Andrew Casanova would like to share?
I would like to encourage everyone, especially in this difficult um time in our lives, to not lose hope, think positive thoughts,
Hmm.
help each other as much as we can, and just embrace life because not many people are as fortunate as we are today to be alive.
Yes.
Just live your life to the fullest, take care of your health, strengthen your immune system,
Absolutely.
and just go after your dreams. Never ever give up. Never be deterred by any obstacles that may come or present themselves before you. Just chase your dreams and be true to yourself.
Excellent. Excellent. And where can people purchase your single, find out more about you, and all those wonderful things?
Say again, sorry.
Yeah, where can people find out about you? Where can they purchase your music?
Oh, okay. This song, the Mother's Day song, is just I got this like 2 days ago. So
Okay.
it will be on all digital platforms in about a week and a half or so.
Okay.
Um, for if they want to connect with me, say again.
No, go on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. My connection is getting a little shaky. If they want to connect with me, I can be found on Facebook, Andrew Casanova,
Uh-huh.
Instagram _ROVANOVA _Rovanova. You'll find me on Instagram. There you
Okay.
go.
Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play out with the acoustic version of Hello Mama by Andrew Casanova. Andrew, wishing you all the best and thank you so much for your time. And this is
Same to you, Esther. And I love your show. Keep doing the great things you've been doing, and just stay strong and stay healthy, my friend.
will do, will do. Bless. This has been a real blessing. Send me some guava, nah?
We speak off here. And bless up to all the fans. Thanks for the support. Love you guys. Love you guys. Worldwide. Big up.
Thank you. And say hello to the Fab Five for me as well.
I will. I will.
Right, bye. Thank you. Thank you,
Bless
ladies
you,
and gentlemen.
Esther.
Andrew Casanova, and to all the mothers on Mother's Day in the other part of the
And big up all the mothers worldwide.
world.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Utilize the power switch. He never told me what to listen when you drop it. He made me the man that I am today. And so I have to say, yeah. Hello, mama. How you doing today? I was thinking about you. Got so much to say. I wanna thank you.